again. How you doing, Brian?
Doing great. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Might I add, you're looking good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, for an old guy, right? And
Yeah.
we're kind of talking about that as, I talk to people all the time, and I see these fitness influencers out there, and they think they're so smart. They're 30, 34, 35 years old, maybe 40, and they just think they're so smart. They think they've got it all figured out. Well, I did too when I was that age. I had all the classes and degrees and everything, and, studied all that stuff. And so I had it all figured out for me at that time. But as the change comes, as we get older, it's not the same. Your diet has to change. Your training changes, intensity levels, everything changes. So I find it humorous that I'm not as smart as I thought I was. And now my body reacts differently. And some of the things that these influencers say, oh yeah, this is good, that's good. I used to say that to 65-year-olds, and I was giving them bad advice. What do you think?
Man, you've got to stay focused on what you're doing. It's funny you say that. A quick example is I was doing some traveling, as you know, and I wasn't in my regular routine. And I was still physical. I was going out golfing, still walking around, doing things like that. But I wasn't doing my normal fitness routines. Well, part of that was I fell off the wagon when it came to eating too. And I went off, and it was fun. I was eating all kinds of good stuff, everything I should have been. But when I came back to the facility for my first workout after that traveling time, I went to put on my weight belt, and I could get it on. It still fit, but it wasn't on the notch that I usually have. It's taken me 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks to get back to where I was when I left, where I should have had I just managed my food intake, because I'm not getting any younger. And if I'm not moving all the time, I will put on the pounds. And it's just a reminder that, yeah, you can go have fun. You can make some changes and adjustments to your workouts and routines, but don't just dive off the cliff and go back to your crazy old eating ways. It's not going to work, especially when your metabolism changes as you get older. You're going to find it easier to pack the pounds on. And I had a 2-week show there where, I put some weight back on, and I had to burn it back off.
Yeah, it's like your amount of space that you have for air is much shorter when you get older. You don't have this much where you can get away with more when you're 25 or 30. When you're 60, you don't have the room for air that you had when you're younger. You can still stay healthy and fit, but sometimes it takes a little longer to get there, and you can mess it up a lot quicker, right?
Right. Well, and remind yourself too that when you're at home in your element doing your thing, like for guys like us, I mean, we're physical all day long, because we're either in the gyms or we're out moving around doing stuff. And when you travel or you go on vacations or you take a break and you're not having that caloric burn, well, look, we're both, I'm 55, you're, 43. And when we get older, we get over these 50s, the body doesn't burn like it used to. That's for men and for women. And both men and women, their bodies' hormonal balance changes when they're getting older. So the body is not as efficient as it used to be. And unless you're in some kind of age management program where you're going to get some assistance for something like that, boy, you got to make those changes. Don't do the old things.
Yeah. All right. Well, Brian, thanks for your input. Thanks for the compliment. I'm 43 plus a couple decades. So thanks for being with us, Brian.
All right. We'll see you later, Steve.
All right.